What's going on, y'all? In this video, gravity is a substitute for God. Listen, I thought about this because what the fuck? Sometimes I dive back into the flat earth versus round earth discussion. I already know that is one of the most important things to think about and consider in this lifetime. And I've recently came to discover that it's one of the things that's it's not multifactorial. Basically, a lot of things in life can be multifactorial. A lot of things have multiple components, multiple elements that make it up. It's not just one thing. It's not just black or white. It's a lot of gray. It's a lot of gray. So, yeah, it should be multifactorial. Flat earth versus round earth, that shit is either one or the other. So, like, yeah, that's motherfucking deep. Of course, it's the huge debate. You got mainstream science and mainstream media and mainstream everybody, NASA, Elon Musk, and everybody else that just agrees and fucks around and goes up into space. Oh, they got them a spaceship and now they done took off. And now they done capturing images and sending it back to Earth. They got motherfucking minerals and moon rocks from a 1960s space mission. It's all type of shit. It's all type of shit. But you have on the other side the flat earthers that go real motherfucking hard. A guy named Eric Dubay wrote a book, 200 proofs that the earth is not a spinning ball. A spinning ball going through space, going around the sun. Yes, the sun. The sun. A spinning ball going around the sun. Rather, we live on a flat plane with a dome potentially above it. In the Bible, they say the firmament. But that flat earth evidence, very undeniable. Very undeniable. That globe evidence, very convincing. Very convincing. All of the pictures and videos and footage that you see, all of the millionaires, billionaires, whoever the fuck going up into space, Artemis 2 space mission, they done just went up there. They was just in the White House with Trump getting congratulated. So what's real? This is the thing that you must understand. When it comes to this concept of gravity, you literally have to believe in that shit. Because the opposite end for that argument of gravity is just that we are more dense than the air. Things, objects that are more dense than the surrounding atmosphere, which is the oxygen, the air that we breathe, that shit falls because it's more dense, more heavy, more weight. But then you have this idea of gravity, which is what keeps us all bound to the ground, rather than a simple thought that, oh, this is heavy, so it stays down or it falls. Gravity basically is telling you that you're pulled down and you're attracted to the mass of Earth. And then Earth and all of the other planets are attracted to the mass of the sun. And we revolve around the sun and the moon revolves around Earth. So you have to believe in that. Nothing in life would make you think that that's the case other than you believing it from what somebody else is telling you. So, of course, you take a basketball, you pour water on it, the water falls down. There is no absolute model that you can create right now of a spherical object that holds water in place if you're not sticking it to it, that can hold anything on it without falling to the ground. So it's just a lot of evidence and it's a lot of shit that points to round Earth is not real. The globe, the solar system, and NASA and all of that shit is pure deception, pure falsehood, a goddamn global conspiracy. And I recently had another conclusion as to why, here it comes. Yeah, all of the motherfucking people that died and committed suicide. All of the astronauts, all of the NASA people, everybody that got some type of tie into space and they've been in it for 10, 12, 15 years. Oh yeah, guess what? Yeah, your time is up. Your time of knowing shit is up. And if you motherfucking disclose some information, then yeah, you might have just been talking too much. So now you gotta die. You ain't heed the warnings, like eyes wide shut. You ain't heed the warnings. They probably kept talking. They probably kept saying shit. Who knows? They may not have even ever known that the earth was flat or not, but they could have never been up in space. They could have never been the ones that was chosen and selected. Motherfucking Katy Perry get to go up in space before you, and you've been working as an astronaut engineer technician on spaceships for the past 20 years. And you just been in the motherfucking blind, seeing everybody else go up into space. And now, look, about 10 to 15 of them done died. They saying some committed suicide, all type of shit. But then you got new NASA spaceship people being congratulated in the White House. So, like, yeah, that's even more evidence that it's a motherfucking global conspiracy. That this is some shit that all of the world elites hide from the world, that the earth is flat. Like I said, this shit is the biggest polarization dialectic. It's a huge mass polarization event, but it's a natural one. If we was born without no internet or without no communication, nigga, we would be sitting here thinking like, damn, what the fuck do we live on? And you would have no fucking thought than to think that it's round, other than the moon, which clearly is not even always round. It's more of a crescent than round. It's only round motherfucking like 5% of the time when it's a full moon. Other than that, it's not even round. So under the flat earth mindset, that shit is just a motherfucking illumination up in the sky. It's just some body of light. First off, why does everything have to have a logical, intellectual explanation for it to be real to you? That's what you first must get down to in the bottom of. Because, yeah, that's all that shit is like they got you brainwashed and mind control and simply just believing what they tell you. That's the main crux that I want you to understand if you're not on the side of flat earth. Because, like, that's all you doing is believing some shit that you can't prove, some shit that you ain't ever did. Ain't nobody that you know that never been up to space, ain't got no iPhone footage. And, of course, they can tell you whatever. They could show whatever footage. They could show whatever videos. Nigga, they create movies and CGI and everything else. So you must be weary. You must be weary. Or is it leery? I always get those two confused. You must be leery. Be leery, because weary is being tired. Don't be tired. Get your rest. 6 to 8 hours. Get right. Stay right. Okay. Yeah. Motherfucking NASA space people done died. So yeah, let's just actually investigate a little more. Because is this shit really a global conspiracy? This is just the occult perspective. This is just observing that other side of what everything that you've been told, everything that is documented and proven and taught, everything that is the state-sponsored truth and information that you can get on the internet or from the mainstream media. You observe that occult perspective, and then it opens your mind up to a whole new possibility of what can be. So again, I talked about this shit when they killed the motherfucking Anatoly in Iran. When they ran down on the Anatoly in Iran, the motherfucking head of Iran, now his son is in charge or somebody else is in charge. Oh my God, all type of shit that's just here to confuse you because you'll never get down to the real bare bones truth of it. But they allegedly killed him. What if he's just now got transferred to the outer islands? What if he got transferred to the outer lands? What if his time of playing a role in deceiving the masses, speaking one language to his native people, but then speaking English behind the scenes on Epstein Island or in the motherfucking Davos, Switzerland World Forum? Like, you just don't know. So that's the thing with flat earth, is it opens you up to a whole new perspective. Again, you got the fucking ice wall, which is Antarctica. They tell us you got, what is it up here? The North Pole, and you got the South Pole down here. That don't exist because the compass would never fucking just always lead north. It would be basically, there would be no north. There would be no north. I remember I said this shit before when I was talking to niggas about flat earth. Because, yeah, there would fucking be no direction on the ball. There would be no direction at all. Like, what the fuck? If you're on a spherical 360 ball, You're not going to have nothing pointing you in any accurate direction. It's all going to be random. So, yeah, on a flat plane, if the North Pole is in the middle, then yeah, everything will magnetically lead north. But then when you got the ice wall, which is Antarctica on a flat earth model, they have outer lands on this flat earth model. So it's other islands, other fucking land masses, big as fuck. Then you just got to consider, nigga, more resources, more oil, more food, unlimited everything. And the one thing that you do absolutely know is that you're under human governmental slavery right now, because the police and military literally just physically strong arm you. They literally violate your human rights. When I say violence, that is a fucking intentional term. It's because they're violating you and your human rights, your physical human right to be left unharmed. But no, you live in a society. You got a social security card. You pay your bills. We all pay taxes. You got to do what the government and the police say. Then the military of all nations get armed up and then go fight and kill each other. Who fucking is at harm and in hazard when we in war, when people is beefing, when it's conflict, when it's tension on this planet or in your home country? The citizens, the politicians and the presidents and the people on TV, we don't see them fighting. We don't see them getting hurt. It ain't nothing ever going on with them. It's all the people that signed up to fucking volunteer their body. That's really what selling your soul is, because you can't sell your soul. You are the soul. You always making a free will decision. You always experiencing your shit, whatever you choose. But what happens is people sell their body. You sell your body to some agency, some contract, some label, some ideology, some nation, some pride, whatever it is. But deeper, you sell your body to the military, uniform. You fucking get mind control, step by step, trauma, repetitious programming. So then they just get these people that do this to fight and kill each other. You can look up real live footage of Russian versus Ukrainians on Twitter. Them niggas is real live hand-to-hand combat to the death. Hand-to-hand combat to the death. Shit that niggas ain't never experienced, but shit that everybody in America just acts and perform to be tough and be about. Man, NBA Youngboy said it in his song, a letter to my, what the fuck was the song called? This is not for my supporters. Look the shit up. It's an 8-minute song. Deep as fuck. Be drunk when you listen to it. Nigga said at the end, these niggas ain't never fought. These niggas ain't never been in a fight to you or the nigga that you fighting with. To neither one of y'all niggas got no more fight left. Basically, like, nigga, you fighting to the death. You ain't got barely any willpower left to live. You damn near ready to give up, but you still fighting. Maybe Kentrell is claiming that he didn't been in that situation. I really wouldn't be surprised. As wild and reckless as that nigga lived his life, he done definitely seen and been through a lot of shit at a young age. Everybody got their own path. So, this shit is crazy, y'all. This whole life shit is crazy. And that's on the intricate levels, because all of that, his life and whatever anybody else's life has been through, is because we all live in a satanic, programmed, aggressive-ass, violent world. Like, we're programmed to violate other people because we're all being violated our whole human rights. So again, that's the one truth that you know. That's not multifactorial. Right versus wrong. Right action versus wrong action. Wrong action is fucked up action. It's violence. It's harm onto you. It's 7 natural law sins/transgressions. In the Bible, they give you the 7 deadly sins: greed, pride, gluttony. Nah, that's human bullshit to get you shameful and living in fear. But it's 7 real natural law deadly sins. And these is assault, theft, rape, aka sexual assault, trespassing, deception, coercion. Then it's another one. It's always another one that I end up forgetting. But yeah, it's anything you could think of that just violates and harms another person, or you wrongfully stealing and taking their property, something that they rightfully own, something that they rightfully earned, put in the time, the sweat equity. It's your shit, but somebody can come and take your shit if the laws permit. if they write it down and say, yeah, go seize his property? So, something else I was going to say. Something else that need to be said. Something else that y'all need to hear. Hold on. Let me get it. Right action, wrong action. Yeah, so that's just the one thing you know. It's not multifactorial like so many other things in life. But yeah, same with flat earth versus round earth. So the discovery of that, the thought of that, the motherfucking investigation of that shit is real and it's always a worthy pursuit. And I'm curious what side y'all fall on. Feel free to comment down below. I learned from 2 occult teachers, they didn't leave their comments on. So getting comments is still a new experience and I fuck with it. But at the same time, like, goddamn, I know why my occult teachers didn't have their comments on, because shit can just get muddied when you have a one perspective that you're trying to get through to the world. And ultimately, I am opening shit up for like truth, investigation. I want to see y'all perspectives. I want y'all to give me something else to think about. Tell me how y'all feel about this shit, because yeah, I'm born in this world just like you, figuring this shit out. But like I said, I lay all this shit out because I've studied it to this degree. But can I truthfully tell you, is the earth flat or round? No, I can't. I would be damn shocked to find out that it's actually round. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out it was absolutely flat. If I fucking saw the ice wall or saw some people there. But man, oh man, there's just so much shit in this world that's here to deceive you. Like all of these scientists, like I get it. I done seen the video of them in Antarctica and with the sun rotating for 24 hours. I done seen the alleged footage of all of that shit. I done heard Neil deGrasse Tyson say everything that you could hear about space. But just like you gotta fucking look at Trump and think, is he working with the evil elites? Or is he really on the side of America? Same way you gotta look at his assassination attempts and say, was that real or is that fake? You gotta look at Neil deGrasse Tyson, all of this footage and all of this shit with NASA and space and everything else. That was one of my 27 life lessons. You must apply the law of polarity to every single thing. Every single thing you're looking at, every single thing you're observing. Because, yeah, you're better doing that and then resting in that place of I don't know, or really just being honest. I'm not sure. Because are you really sure about God, about life, about reincarnation, about flat earth versus round earth? And it's cool to rest in that spot, because then you're not about to be argumentative. You're not about to be debating. You're not about to be passionately about to argue your point and having to be right. Because I done made motherfuckers sweat. I done made motherfuckers angry just by being a flat earth protagonist, being the antagonist to them, being on the side of round earth. It's like, yeah, I've always played devil's advocate. And even to this day, I play devil's advocate to both sides, because I need y'all to get in that middle, because that middle it's really the only place to rest and really know true calm and true peace. For one, yeah, gratitude, acceptance, knowing that everything could always be worse, knowing that your situation ain't that bad. Yeah, so many occult solutions. And that's what I call them, little occult elixirs. Shit that you could just say, that you could just affirm, that you could just think about in the moment, no matter what you're going through. Boom, snap you right back into that reality of that peace, that present moment, that clarity, that control. But the fuck was I just saying? Occult solutions. Oh yeah, here it come. Wait, nope. Hey. Goddamn. Yeah, though. Yeah, resting in that place of just knowing that you don't know, accepting that you don't know, not picking a side. That's really what it's all about. And okay, let me just be real. I picked the side of consciousness, clearly. I picked the side of high-level intellectualism. I picked the side of staying strong. I picked the side of fucking guarding against sad, negative emotions. I picked the side of control. And I admit that. So yes, I do pick a side. But that's some mental shit. That's some mental and spiritual shit. So why not pick the side of higher consciousness? That's just really just the question. Like, what else would you pick? The side of lower consciousness? you probably been subconsciously accepting lower consciousness, or accepting that you can't go any higher, accepting that you can't live your life in a more controlled, steady frequency. And it all starts up here. And it don't start with no money. You could do the shit dead broke. It all starts with your thoughts. It all starts with how you see and identify yourself. So yeah, pick the side of consciousness, because that's what I do. Pick the side of high level consciousness, high level awareness, high level knowledge. But that's about it. Like all of this earthly shit, everything you can always debate and go back and forth with. Clearly, I represent that Baphomet frequency. So that's just that middle point. It's not picking the Christ. It's not picking the demon. It's picking the middle point. It's picking both. So that's the other solution. Pick both. Like in many circumstances. I ain't saying be fucking bisexual, but I am saying be bi-mental. Pick both. See both sides. Be okay with both sides. Understand, like, yeah, this is the real thing with the Baphomet frequency. That is a slightly tough thing to maintain, because I ain't even gonna put that projection and label out there, but just knowing that we are, as men, we're feminine. We are the feminine. We are literally have feminine tendencies. And that just means passive, the softer, the caring, the not motherfucking having to be guarded all the time. And women too. It's like, shit, of course, women, y'all have masculinity, y'all have strength, y'all have dominance, y'all have willpower. But on that other end, it's like the feminine side of us, for one, goddamn, there's an attack on the divine feminine in this world, an extreme attack on it. That's why we live under human governmental slavery, because this shit is like violent, it's wrong, it's fucked up. So that's a pure attack on the passive, peaceful nature of us all. Even further, yeah, it's all type of agendas onto women in this world. Same thing with men. So that's still shit that I'm saving for later dates. Like I've told y'all before, I mentioned like once, this is just like the fucking zero chakra. We ain't even got to the root chakra. It's so much shit to continuously get into. But as I lay out all of this foundation, because clearly we got flat earth versus round earth, seeing that there's two sides between everything, and then what you're going to do, you're going to pick a side, or you're going to pick the side of higher consciousness, knowing that the laws of polarity clearly state that it can be a debate and a battle between all things. So, yeah. All right. Fuck was I saying? Women, oh, the divine feminine. Yeah, we all got that side, like, god damn, y'all. It's like, imagine when you just, okay, fuck. See, I mean, I'm always going to get a preference. I'm always going to get a preference. So y'all men that's dealing with women, you in relationships, oh, you better be a fucking man. You better be tough, stoic, alpha, strong. Don't be too feminine in the beginning. Shit, don't ever let her see you cry unless you at a goddamn funeral or your nigga die. For real. Really real. Like, nigga, your ass will be in a whole nother state dating a woman, and then you will start crying. Ain't no family around, but some shit will have you in your emotions that bad and you start crying. Nigga, as soon as she open Instagram, every nigga gonna look more attractive than you. Okay. We got ways to fucking guard against that. So that's that key. Because I'm about to talk about just being feminine and being free. Being liberated within your own expression, within your own, just how you fucking live your life. Like, because when we get angry, that's basically like our ego is guarding a side of us. When you get bothered, when you get irritated, when you just care too much, like I said, that obsession with purpose is a distraction from the absurdity of existence. So we're just in this shit. But even like when you see, y'all probably got social masks that y'all wear. And actually I'm projecting. So we all got social masks, but I know a lot of y'all's is deeper, especially y'all men that's like tough. You got kids, you work out, you got money. So it's like, I get it. You don't want to just let niggas see you in a feminine state. I gotta find another word for it. It's loose, it's excited, it's expressive, or it's just like, shit, clumsy. Goofy is the word that niggas always project onto other niggas. Because again, a judgment is just you saying what you can't afford to be. You can't afford to live and assume this nature. You can't be this. Your ego, the people, what the life that you've built can't be seen as goofy, clumsy, loose, whatever. And then smart niggas, you can't be seen as dumb. You can't afford to be seen as dumb. So it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. But yeah, that Baphomet balance, it does come from just understanding that you are the masculine and feminine in one. We just polarized as male and female on this planet. Souls having a human experience. All we did was polarized into different genders. But within each gender, you got both sides. You got both tendencies. So yeah, that's a deep one, y'all. It's a deep one because like, I get it. Holding your masculine frame, especially like once you've already established your dominance and your respect in a given situation. Like if you go to jail, clearly none of this shit applies. It's a total different jungle. But out here in the free world, it's like you gotta establish your dominance because niggas and shit, women, everybody is sharks and guess what? Vampires. So they gonna motherfucking attack. They gonna motherfucking try to intimidate. They gonna try to emotionally manipulate and use you and try to get you to embarrass yourself. They gonna say shit to you if you're not quick-witted. So it's a lot of shit that's like, it's a lot of reasons to stay masculinely guarded and protected in this world, especially if you living in lower income environments and you at a lower income state, because the people is more vampiric, more aggressive. They're more in they masculine. So it's a kind of a level of adapting. So I guess my description says to make you tougher and then more calm and level-headed. So y'all tough guys, y'all niggas with the bread, y'all niggas with the clout, y'all niggas with the confidence, you might want to just calm it down a little bit because that hard exterior is so not needed because you done worked hard to make yourself tough and scary. You done worked hard to make yourself like a motherfucking dominant ass figure. So the more that you can, shit, I had a download recently to act scared in certain situations to make people more comfortable with you. Try that. But I don't mean like raise your like lighten up your voice and get giggly. Oh, life is up. Like you don't need to do things like that. You don't need to do that, especially when you're around your woman, when you're around kids, when you're around whoever. If you haven't already established your dominance, if you haven't already established your respect, and if you ain't just like, if you got the strength and the physical stature, niggas ain't gonna try you. So y'all know how to live and balance your life. I just want to give more perspective because it is all a game of manipulation too. It's a game of like knowing when and where to let a certain side of you out, when and where to let people see you with your guard down. Of course, drugs and alcohol, gonna let that shit come down a little bit, that guard, that ego. So that's one thing. Like if you take 5 shots of Henny, you gonna be more feminine. So it's like, imagine how when you sober, you so tough and guarded. Just imagine you can take like 2.5 imaginary shots and just be a little more laid back, a little more calm. But then you gotta balance it because you don't want to let too much feminine expression and looseness out the way that you is by yourself or with your boys. You see the balance, you see the balance. But then to my guys that is learning life, you may be young, you may not have the muscle, you may not have the money, may not have the clout and the respect and just the dominant presence, then you need to work on that. You absolutely need to work on that. Because like, yeah, clearly on a spiritual and mental level, I'm going to continuously let y'all know that y'all that fuck with me and been following and watching, yo, you up there. Just in what you consider and what you can know and think about. Rather you take it upon yourself to study and read and listen to the speakers that I throw out and suggest, or rather you just go on your own journey of really like crystallizing your knowledge, really like constantly painting over and making sure all of your shit is like set and good and you know what you know. You certain about what you know. You competent and you confident in what you know. So that's your own journey of what you can go on. But I just want to continuously let y'all know we at that higher level. This is that 33rd degree knowledge. This is that 33rd degree understanding. So we at that higher level for sure. And man, yeah, at that point, then you just choose to boss up and self-improve your life, because having a higher knowledge is just a tool, and you want to apply it mentally and emotionally and spiritually. As you see, we creeping up to the root chakra. We creeping up to the physicality of life. Because you want to stay working out. You want to stay socially adept. You want to stay quick-witted. You want to stay fucking self-aware. All of that good shit. Because, like, I'm telling you, all of this spiritual shit that we done went over in the past years, and even in 2026 especially, it's all for you to just consider and take into your life, and just see how everyone else is focused on dumb shit, not thinking about higher concepts. And you have a leg up over people just by fucking knowing and thinking and considering these things. However you do it, all of the shit I done said, God, religion, psychology, people, humanity, and now flat earth versus round earth, which I really want y'all to consider and think about. Yeah, it's like, this is just all of the shit to think about in this game of life right here. And that's what I'm going to continue to talk about and continue to break down and continue to just expand and talk about more shit. But yeah, do you want to reincarnate or do you not? You see what the fuck life is. You see the polarity of it all. Are you willing to take the gamble of fucking recycling into a baby brain, into a new soul, having a whole new human experience, got to learn and do this shit all over again? And you see the fucking society that we leaving for the future. So you got the option to always look at life as a negative, at least this physical human experience that we all know, to look at it as a negative, look at it as unfavorable, and look at it as something to transition out of after death, go on to the new dimension, leave this shit behind, or continuously reincarnate and keep doing earth. That's why I said, like, motherfuckers be so attached to material and money and like status and living a good life, but you just forming so many human attachments, and we all gotta die. We all gotta fucking either drift on to a new dimension or have so many human attachments and care about this earth that we come back to it, whether it's flat or round. I ain't even really fucking well, I guess I did talk about how gravity is a substitute for God, because it's just something that you have to believe in and you can't prove it. And then that shit distracts you from God or spirituality anyway. So yeah, stay God like my good people. Stay tuned for the next video.